Stupid bloody thing. Always that one cow is far away. One thing about this game is the weather system in it. It's quite good, but it can be annoying, especially if like constantly rains or thunder and lightning. But the the thunder and lightning effects are, I would say, quite good in this game. Once I milk the cows, I'll go and do the rest of the cheese into the air coolers. Right. Hopefully, as the game develops, they might bring a milking machine in. That would be a good idea. Because I do know that obviously, if you're like only got a few cows, then it's not worth it. So finished off. Let's go and see if the chickens have actually laid any more eggs. Yeah, just have a look at the sky. So I think it's actually quite good. The reason why they're like that is that I can't be bothered with the fertilisation. I'll just lie them up, what exercise comes that day, each row going down a certain day, and it varies on how long it actually takes for to fertilise is be the right word, well, so once they've been fertilised, for them to hatch, I suppose, is the best term to use. in this coop and that coop there, I think it's up to about 20 hens. And four different coops altogether we can build. So you're on it. Jeez. I am a crap shit on this, to be honest. That's solid. Just wish they would allow you to get into a vehicle with a gun. Oh, where did I shoot that bugger? Oh, there it is. I'll get that solid another day. Ah, bollocks. Got this chicken. Should see what's on sale. Oh jeez, white mould is. Oh, asking to get fucking killed. Is it pork? Pork meatball, that's it. There we go. I'll be with you in a minute. Right, oh, that's empty. Sorry, set to on. Oh, the bloody. Oh, God. And the little chick has died in the back of my car. Fan lot. Oh, whatever the bloody you want to call it. Happens to me all. That just happens. Come on, you get on there, you stupid bloody thing. What the hell? Before I... Just having one of them bloody days today. Sorry about this, just answering another message. That's all. I'm leaving that stuff there because there's no deals for it at the minute. I just normally leave stuff there until the proper deal comes through, and it's perfectly okay. So. I will be cutting down these trees to get them out of the way because I've got a tendency to crash into them. Oosh, gold. I think I would actually prefer it when I can. Going to be time to slaughter some pigs soon. Pigs, I think, are probably one of the cow pat on the floor there. They're probably one of the best earners in the game. I mean, if you let it go to quite a size, so like it depends on the size of the pig, how much meat you'll get out of it. So like if you slaughter literally like a baby pig, you'll get one. You slaughter a medium-sized pig, well not pig, like the next size up, probably 6 till 10. A biggish pig, probably I would say minimum 13. You can get up, I think, out of 4 pigs once I got 6 coolerfuls of milk. Sorry, of bits of pork. Oh, God, bloody hate this sometimes. Yeah, then if you go to sell the pork, normally you can get at least 30 for it. Just on a normal day. Say like deals are anything between 1.2 multiplier up to 2. Oh, for bloody thing gets on my nerves at times. I think one of the things I cocked up on one of the cows last night, and it didn't get all its. Something is preventing it from milking. Can't understand why that was. Probably just one of the bugs in the game. Yeah, it's like you don't want to make your, I suppose, ranch too big if you're just doing it on your own. Otherwise, you won't. You literally spend most of your time just looking after one set of animals. Yeah, cows are supposed to be milked twice a day, but sometimes you just can't. Let's check which. Female, male, male, male. God, I've got too many bloody male pigs. Oh, this is why I hate this bloody game at times. Right, and right, there should be all males in there. I've got far too many bloody male pigs at the minute. Oh, there's a female, small one. Okay, someone's a male one. I have had that stunner thing in the past, but I don't find it very useful. Oh shit, missed out. So that male, there's only two large females left. The other female. Let's keep that large male happy for 5 minutes. I'm just checking if I've got anything left on. Oh, fuck. Is that cooler box full up already? Not too sure actually how many I'll get for this. out of these 3 pigs. Probably 50 to 60. Well, definitely 50. Oh well, out of that pig it looks like possibly 24, 26 pieces of pork. So you should say an average of 20, but still 60. By the time you turn that into, if I sell it just now, the pork, I'll get $30 each, I think, per bit. If I do them into sausage, then I think it's at least maybe 60, I think. That's another 12 already. That's 36. So it's good always to have loads of spare coolers. Full up already. Should be 48 now. Yeah, that's 48 already. There you go, so that's 74 pieces of pork out of 3 pigs, which is not bad. Probably just go down and try and sell this. So just go jump into there. Turn the lights on. It's like I said earlier, I will be chopping down these trees because I've already chopped down a few of them, but when you first get into the game and they're a pain in the arse. little tip: buy a mattress and stick it down here, and then you can come when it's night time, or if you're just like most people who do it a lot, just sleep in, just wait till the next morning. See what the deal is. Pork, meatballs, oh no, it's the same as last time. Don't know when these are going to be on deal next, so just stack them here. They're perfectly safe. It's like I found if you just leave them in corners on here, sometimes they tend to see, don't know, a bug or not, but they just sometimes tend to disappear. They're still there, but they disappear off like the selling thing, so you've basically got to take them all off, put them back on again. Pain in the bloody arse to do. It sounds a lot of work doing this, but it's just easier just to do this than just to keep moving the boxes on and off when they do disappear. Shit. not going to apologise for my swearing because I'll be constantly apologising. I'm sorry, but if people are easily offended by crap like that, not being rude, but I don't really care. I hate political frigging correctness. You can't say anything these days without offending anybody. Yes, you should be able to say certain things without offending every bloody body. So it's just on that basis, you've got to be careful just in case you end up saying something to the wrong bloody person who they find it offensive. I'm sorry, but bollocks. I suppose you could say that I'm a child of the 70s because I was born in the 70s. Yes, things were a lot less sensitive back then. Yes, you have got to adjust to things, but not to the point where you cannot say anything without the possibility of upsetting somebody. Yeah. Yeah, you could say, I could say the same thing to probably 10 different people, and you could guarantee one or two of them will come back with, oh, you hurt my feelings, or I was offended by that. No, that's just not my type of thing, really, to be honest. Sometimes I like to have a laugh, like to have a joke. Yeah. Some things I do get upset by, but who doesn't? Bollocks. Things like this is the boring part of the game, which I know people thinking, you don't have to do all that, but it's easier in the long run. That's all done with me. That's what nice about this game sometimes. It's the moment you just, in game time, it's what, half 12? Doesn't seem like a middle of the day at the minute. In game. I put it back in pig pen. People might think, oh gosh, you've got loads of callers. You think them 3 pigs I just ordered, took 6 of them, and actually have slaughtered more than that. It's time to go and do the cows, I would say, because I didn't do one earlier. The reason why there's double gates is that when I got the cows, when you try and get them in, you've only got one gate, they will always seem to try and escape, so you went through there, close them gates off, then open them gates, and when you come back out, bring the next one in, you just close them, open them, close them, and open them again. I was reading on the Steam forum about it, and someone just suggested, I think it's called like they said Sunny Port or something like that. So sometimes I keep using it because I've like remapped my buttons, because the ones they give you when you originally start the game, like the default, some of them are a pain. So I've just mapped them to what I think's best on mine, on the keyboard and the mouse. It's like most people when they have probably every game I've played, I'll say most games I've played, normally I've had to change some of the keys anyway. I mean, there are some suggestions I would like to see in this game to them implement. I don't know if this is the actual right word. I suppose ideas, suggestions. I would like to be able to build a stone wall around the ranch. So like all the rocks you see all over, be able to break them up and use them to make a stone wall. I mean, some people have actually suggesting wanting a lake in here to have fish in there. So I do like that, but I do possibly think fishing might be a part of the game. If you've actually covered quite a few places on the map or driven over and say like you will find like there's like a sunflower farm, there's like a big lake, there's some sort of hunting lodge thing. So I think there might be possibly more hunting in the game. Because there's like a rifle there. There's like a barber shop. Here we go. We've had some more hatches in there, so there you are. They've come from the first day, so there we go. Oh, and there's another one. So that's 4 altogether. So at least with all the huts I've got, I think that's a 21, that's a 20 capacity, that's 40. I can't remember if this is 8 or 10. So if you say 8, that's still 56, the little sods I could have. Let's go and check around the edges. Yes, I do a chicken coal occasionally. Yeah, depending on how many. Yeah, depending on like how many chickens I've got, will depend on how many I kill or how many chicks I've got. Well, if I've got loads of chicks, then I will kill a lot of the chickens off, and depending on how many roosters I've got, I will kill so many of them off. I mean, if I've got, say, like 3 roosters, I will probably kill 2 of them off. There's one of them there, little sods. Yes, you might be on the chopping block. Honestly, I love the idea that you can paint certain things. Pardon me. I mean, these are just, I suppose you say, like windows you can open up for the little sods. Yes, there will be a chicken coal soon. Oh, for... Right now. You're gonna bugger off down there, you sod. Right, you're trying to keep their hut night, even though you don't have to clear it up, but she's going to be a chicken sausage if she bloody carries on. Now, bugger off out, you little sod. I find if you do have a fertile egg, when you pick one of these up, if you'll pick them up like this, they don't attack you. But if you just pick it up by hand, they will go for you if it's a fertile egg. And I have died more than once in this game. And so what I'll do in here is, sort of like, obviously this is like the 4th day. Well, basically after I've picked the eggs, I'll give them like about 3 or 4 days to hatch, and if they haven't hatched by then they can be sold. But I'm saying, like, it takes on average 3 to 4 days. Sometimes it can take a bit less, sometimes a bit more, so that's why sometimes occasionally down on the where you sell everything, that's why there's a thing. Sometimes one of the reasons why the chicks do just stick them in there so they know they've got a place. Pain in the ass, some of these bloody chicks are. That's all of them, yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, what I normally do is, with the pigs, is say, like, let them have a load of piglets. The size of the litter depends. Sometimes it's 1 or 2. Basically, it can be anywhere from 1 to 2 up to 6 a litter. But like with Ismail, I've given him a bit of a chance. He's basically got 2 females. I'd better open that now. Oh shit, there was a piggy. Oh no, I did leave the door open. I'll probably put some like. We'll probably end up putting some lights in here for the little sods. You can put barns in here, but I don't. Well, I think I put one in the horses, but that's. I think it's a horse. Well, I made a lot, so I just got a lot of stuff in. So I'm probably going to actually build all of the houses in here. You can. So I'm just coming. Oh. Let's build. These are things that you can make. You can actually do your own building. That's like a foundation, a wall, corner bit, stairway, doorway, door, like roof bits, stuff like that. Window frame, stairs, roof bits, more roof bits, more foundation ramp. Right. Oh, here it is. There's 4 different houses. You've got a farmhouse. I think it's I think it's PH2. So I can change my. That's the one I've got. Is the retro farmhouse. Even that is the in values and material it costs the most, but I just prefer it. So I'll probably buy all of them anyway. Not buy them, build them. That's the barn sections, the barn door. That's like the stable or stall as they call it, where you can put like your cows in there if you want to do it all properly and all la-di-da, but that's not me. There you go, there's 4 different coops. That's the basic one, which holds like next to nothing. I actually do tell a lie, there's 5, I thought there was only 4. I might have to build that one and all. Fences, wells, tables. 2 different, like the large food troughs. Large water bowls, small you put in the chicken coop. Some water and food. Metal light, which I will be putting in the barns. That there is like a preserving bin to stick your sausages in, or meatballs. That sticks your cheeses in. That's just a granary. You store up to 200 food in there, and it has a certain range. On that watermill, and that's the horse paddock which is coming. If I just go away, I didn't mean. Hate it when it does that. Oh shit! Sorry. I don't know what the fucking hell's gone on there. So I still make cock-ups in this bloody game. I've probably just gone and lost a load of bloody progress. It's not the first time I've done it, and it won't be the last. Yeah, I've done it. Please let it go back to what I've just done it to, or not what I did do, as well. I'm going to be pissed off. I've lost all that progress. I don't know why. Oh god. Wouldn't be the first. Once I do tend to forget to save my game. I done that. Oh, why the hell isn't it low? Come on. Sometimes it's just my computer does get a bit slow. It's not the best and it's not the worst. Does it okay for me? Come on, you stupid. Oh, God. So when I have one of them days, I have one of them days. Don't tell me I'm going to have to restart this sod again. It does happen occasionally on here. My game's just, well, like it happens with most people. Come on, I think it has frozen. Oh, I suppose that's, yeah. Oh, alright. Sod it. Bollocks. I don't know what I'm going to do. Can't be asked to wait. Sod it. Oh, well, these happen. Can't be asked to wait for a deal, so sell all. There we go. Oh, well, at least I'm going to have to move it. Shit. I could actually hit a single tree in the middle of a field with my driving seals. I remember the first time I ever used a steering wheel on a computer game. Whoa. Oh, you little shitbag. How did you escape? Oh. Fuck, we'll get back in there. Cheeky. How the fuck did he get out? Little shitbag. Maybe a couple of dodgy spots on here, but maybe I just ought to bloody sod it. Sort the little shits out later. So the only vehicle I think I've got to get at the minute is, I think the only lawnmower you can get. That's what's been added on. These have a range. See the visibility, toggle visibility. So see all this green bit. If there is a trough inside that, it has the ability to, when the get down there, fat boy, turn you into a bacon sandwich. So I'd actually just stick you out here. That's probably why they're doing it. Yeah, the same for the visibility is you can do the same and that. So that's why when you're building barns, instead maybe of building the barns far apart, or say like what I've done is like this covers both the chicken coop, chicken area and the pig area, same as I've done over there with the horse stable and the cows. It's just one thing, you know, why not do it? So you're building bloody two lots. As far as I know, there are more animals coming into the game, because if you go to the, say like the general store, they do show there's goats in there, goats. There's a couple of different bulls, sheep, so maybe even saying like with the sheep and that, you know, obviously turn that into food. Then maybe into shear them for their wool. And hit you from there. I'm off to go and get a crappy lawnmower. wonder if you can actually paint a lawnmower. I've never tried it. Crap, I went the wrong way. I thought I was going the right bloody way for a minute then. Oh, that didn't go down too well. As I said, I will admit I'm not the best driver. I think it's only a bit earlier, yeah, first time I actually used a steering wheel on a game was, oh god, I think it was TOCA Driver or TOCA Race Driver. Oh, hold on a second. Hello. Right, okay. It's time to get some sleep. Sorry about that concerning parents. I'll explain everything in a minute. Oh god, life is fun. Ouch. Right, menu. Right, wherever oh yeah, I've got to go to the hardware store. Yeah, so about is that my mother can be. She's got heart of gold, but she can be a bit of a pain at the minute. Oh shit. Oh, God, sometimes I've got this map memorised off to a T and then boom, I forget everything. I know my mother's worried about losing me in well, not a young age. Can't class me as being young. She's somewhere on the side of 40, but she lost my father at a very early age. He was like only, God, evil now. When he was just over, I think it was like just over 42 when she lost him, when he died. He'd had a heart attack when he was 41. Then he had it when, as I say, thankfully he had it in the back of his lorry. He was a HGV driver. Oh crap! I've run out of bloody fuel. I don't believe this. Yeah, he died when he was 41. Had 2 heart attacks. Died after a triple bypass 33 years ago. There's always I have got a twisted sense of humour, is probably the best way to put it. And it's not for everybody. I will honestly admit that. But it was a running joke between me and my mother about me having my first heart, just total joke, me having my first heart attack before my dad did. And I said that my dad was like just over 41 when he had his first heart attack. I also did I had my first heart attack when I was 41. And followed suit, but I was like a few months after when he had his first, after the age of when he had his first one. So basically, like serious heart issues. My dad, died when he was like 42. Shit, bear. Shit. Why do you always run into them sods when you don't want to? And when I don't have any of my boxes or my weapons, loads of bloody animals. That is so typical in this bloody game. So I basically had my heart issues, like my heart attack, 41. I've been through quadruple bypass surgery in 7.5 years ago. I've got quite, to be honest, I suppose you could say serious health issues. My doctor won't allow me to work. He wants to medically retire me, but he has his way that he would medically retire me, my doctor. He's lovely. Well, my doctor, my GP surgery are lovely. But yeah, back in April, I went in to have some fluid laid off my lungs. They took some blood tests and found out that what they called I'd had a silent heart attack, which obviously does happen. I didn't even feel it. I know I shouldn't laugh, but that's me. Where was I at the hardware store? Yeah, so I found out I had a heart attack in April. I had my second stent put in a couple of months ago. I've got to go back into hospital again I've actually got an appointment with my heart surgeon in a few weeks. obviously the same one who done my stent in June of this year. So I also got to have more put in, but I've got a consult with her, say beginning of October, an appointment. Then said we'll see about doing more, but only on one condition, that I had to give up smoking. I did give up smoking after my heart attack, but I started again a couple of years ago through stress. I knew what I was doing, my own fault. I knew the risks and all that, so I'm a fully grown adult. I chose to, but then she basically says if I don't give up smoking, then she can refuse to do my op, which is a perfectly legit thing to say. Then to a certain point, to a certain point, I agree with her. So I said, I'm probably about halfway through a no smoking course or quit smoking course. I did try to do it earlier on in the year, actually during lockdown, but that was just a total and utter joke. It was done via online. To be honest, didn't really get any support, honestly. So I went back to the people I originally gave up smoking just after my heart attack. They know me anyway, because I'm my local chemist. The girls know me. So I started doing it again. Shit. Fucking bear. Oh, bollocks. Typical. Yeah, so I've got separate appointments. So I'm going to be having further heart stent surgery, whatever you want to call it, done maybe before the end of the year. So I think it's just one of them things. People say, blah blah blah. I mean, people if you were to look at me, you might think, what the fucking hell's wrong with you? So some illnesses you cannot see. Especially hidden things like mental illness. So all my heart issues. I mean, to be honest, I am a bit morbid at times. I will honestly admit that. Oh, come on, you sod. I am quite morbid. Right. Whereas they're like, yeah, I'm morbid, I have a dark sense of humour. So like, my humour's not to every bugger's liking. I'm tough anyway. So like if my humour does offend anyone, I'm not going to apologise for it. I'm saying, yeah, I do like to have a good laugh. Yeah, sometimes I may say things which people may find sensitive, but I mean, certain things I joke about. I suppose you could say, through what I've been through in life, that I've earned the right to have a laugh about certain things. Please don't tell me that. No, it hasn't gone off. So I was worried about my lawnmower then. Yeah. I keep doing that when I finish with the trailer. I keep forgetting to hitch it off. There we go. Yes, and obviously, like, this is not the best mower in the game because it's really slow, doesn't cover a lot of ground, and it does take ages to bloody mow. So like, you can see when you have mowed it. So like, with the flowers there, I just like to have a laugh. Right. Oh, should I turn that? How would the feeder? So I filled it. For instance, at least that's all filled up. And the whole state up was okay, but I don't think it is as good as what it could be. To be honest. Oh, faff. Okay, I'm milking a sleeping cow. Let's woke her up. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh. Feel good about having to do that. How many beef I'll get out of this? Oh, right, I paid 6. Oh, stupid bloody. I don't actually how much I'll. Oh. Let's pick it all up. Shit. So it's the first time I've actually killed a cow in this game. Alright, so let's go and... Oh, there's another one. Right, let's go and make these sods up. And then if I'll get any more. So I think the pork stock goes for about 60. Salamis, the meatballs go for slightly less. I don't know how much the beef goes for because I've never made them. So I always have to have the right one in here. Yeah, so like out of all the houses, this has got to be my favourite one, to be honest. I mean, I did put like, say like a few say like the lights you can do. Just so glad I got the electric grinder and sausage stuffer. Because doing it by hand was a pain in the ass. I just find it's good to add these extra lights because sometimes not all the lights in this game are brilliant. Those who have played this game, I don't know if you know, when you first go into the general store, probably for the first time, you will notice that there's a record on the desk next to the clerk, and this is, say, like the retro farmhouse. In here there's actually a record player which you can actually play that record on. I think it's quite good. So I got 9 out of that. That's not too bad. Just go to, let's go see if it was. I save the game so I don't cock again. Yeah, that's the only thing in here. Try and save it whenever you can, because you never know when crap's going to happen. Like with game 3 freezing. Alright, let's go and have a look at the chickens, see if they've laid any more eggs. Oh, more chickies. There's quite a few out of that bunch. That rooster's been a busy little boy. The only chicken in there. So now, so like the developer said, you don't have to clean up the chicken poop, but you know, won't have any adverse effects on the animals if you don't. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be playing Ranch Simulator all the time. So like on my Twitch page, I have listed the games I do play a lot. And if you want to see me play one of them games, then so like, don't mind playing them. If you want me to start from the beginning of the game, probably the only one I would maybe starting again from the beginning would be, say, like the DayZ Origins. So I've got a server that I do play on. I haven't been on it recently. I just pop on there every so often, so none of my buildings despawn. But it's in any of the other games I've got listed. If you want me to see me play one of them, I don't mind. You know, so like I'll start from the beginning and see how far we go. So like sometimes I can stream for absolute hours. I mean, when I was at worst in my gaming, I used to do like 18-hour sessions with friends online. Obviously, I can't do that too much anymore. Obviously, there are like everyday crap to deal with. So, like certain times of the year, I joke that I should pay rent at my local doctor, hospital, and health centre because I'm up there so many times. It's a bit like I've got like a round of appointments over, well, since the last week in August and the first week in October. I'm sort of like, I've been to see my diabetic nurse, and I had to go and have bloods taken, then I got to go down to my GP's sooner or later to have basically blood taken down there for my medicines review. So I've got an appointment with my heart doctor, appointment with my diabetic consultant the day before the heart one. I've got another one in another medical appointment coming up in a couple of weeks' time. I should have had another one the week after. That's being postponed for unforeseen circumstances. Which basically that's being postponed till I think October. I think. I do have it written down, but oh Christ, I killed a cow, didn't I? So I only got 3. Oops, forgot about that. Oops. Totally forgot. Yeah, I mean, I will be able to stream them days that I come back from medical appointments or before I go, but it just depends what time they are. So I do have somebody else who keeps track of my medical appointments because I can write them down, but I will forget them. I do have an Alexa, but I don't trust the bloody thing because the bitch lies to me. So I never like do a canon thing at one because I'm not too sure how to do it actually, to be honest. But now there's somebody I do trust, so that will do my medical stuff. They like keep a note at night and an eye out and shit, and they just like remind me. So just one more to go then. Yeah, so I mean, I'll say there are going to be some days when I will stream after or before medical points. Some days I won't. Depends what happens. I mean, obviously with my heart crap, what's going on. That's what I call it anyway. It should just hopefully be a hopefully like an over should be out, depending on what time it's done. I should be out the same day or the next day. I get told not to do bugger all for a little while, because then like I've had like 2 heart attacks now. I've had quadruple bypass surgery, 2 stents put in, more put in hopefully later on this year, now that I've actually given up smoking, so that should keep my doctor happy. So like I've like had fluid on the lungs, and when I first had that about 3 or 4 years ago, that was when they found out that was my beginnings of heart failure. So I basically got that to contend with. So that's not my only other medical issue I've got. Like, will honestly admit I've got quite a few medical issues. And to be honest, I am surprised I'm still alive. And that's not, so I say it's not a joke, but pick up, is it? So yeah, it's supposed to sound close. I haven't died by the way. So like I say, I'm still here, I'm alive, I'm kicking. And I don't intend to grow old disgracefully. So I intend to grow old disgracefully. I'm not gonna wither up and go into a, go quietly. Oh yeah, this cheese is the blue mold version. Yeah, some people actually put an egg in this cheese, but I haven't got a clue why. Pick it up. Yeah, I personally can't see the point in it. If any of you know, it would be quite interesting to find out. Well, pardon me. Ooh. Apart from obviously like being on Twitch and that, what other interests do you have? Me, I will admit, oh crap. That's better. I have, like, I suppose you could say, like an interest in crime. Most people do, really, to be honest. Mine's been like, I've been like that for years. Some people call me a bit sick and twisted for it, but I don't give a shit. No, it's just like the fact that like the criminology, say like, the psychology, what were their minds, what's going through their minds before they committed it, during and after, or that, like the psychological side of it. Because my partner is actually doing a college course on like the psychology of that type thing, and it does seem quite interesting. Sort of thing. We've both got like a bit of a knowledge of it, or a lot of fascination with it. I've had it like I used to collect all these crime magazines back in the 80s, and yes, it can be a bit of a morbid fascination. Some people don't understand, why. It's just one of them things. So what other interests you, like that? I mean, obviously, like some of the typical male things like, sports, watching football. Yeah, I watch quite a lot of the Olympics. Quite good. I watch, like I say, like documentaries, stuff like that. Sometimes I've got to remember what buttons I got to press. So you can milk the cows 2 times a day. So normally I think it's from about 8 in the morning, and then from about 4 in the afternoon. I think if I'm correct in real life, if you don't milk cows twice a day, excuse me, something can happen to them. I'm not exactly too sure. So like I'm not, say like obviously a proper farmer. My uncle was a farmer about, over 40 years ago now. He had a farm up Norfolk Way, Kings Lynn. What's it? Trying to remember what the bloody hell the name of the farm was now, but God, I'm totally forgetful. He was like mainly a pig farmer though, so. I think that we don't have so many farms as what we used to. It's not easy being a farmer these days. I don't know any of you lot have seen Clarkson's farm. Yeah, obviously it's partly scripted. But I do think it's I would say a good proportion reality of say like the struggles of the farm. I mean, let's say you can spend, especially when you first start it, you can spend an absolute fortune on buying stuff. You bubbies. You sort of hanging around there. We've got quite a few chicks coming through, so there's going to be probably going to be a chicken slaughter soon. Always bloody one. So I do this, the ones I know, which are going to be no longer available. Stick them all in here, so the buggers don't run away when I'm trying to shoot them. It's also nice to know how many roosters I've bloody got. There's one of them. Oh, you sneaky little bugger there. I do like the fact that they have allowed you to paint the chicken coops. I didn't realise you could until, say, like I got a tin of paint or something, and I was near a chicken coop, but it's a fences I first found out you could do. But yeah, I just found it out by accident, and I'm glad you can, because it does make things look good. Ooh, somebody's getting fat. Oh, yeah, we've had more babies. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, fatso, get out, come on. Come on, porker. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, rely on. It's definitely 1. 2, 3. That's 4 together. Hello, porker. 1, 2. 2. 1, 2, 3. 4 piggies, 4 piglets. Right, this time. Time to go for nap and save the game. So I don't cock up again. So I didn't do anything in there, did I? Oh yes, I did. Turn the light off. It's the first time I don't know what the sausages go for in here. So that's the first time I've ever made them. Can't be asked to go down there, just... Yeah, so let's just take a trip trip. And turn that off now. I do like the vehicles in the game, but to be honest, I can't see the point of actually bringing in. I think it's basically just like a normal car. Can't see the point in it. I can understand maybe like the truck for transporting animals, and obviously like the SUVs and with some of the trailers, but I can't see why. I just can't see why they don't. Chicken, milk, chicken sausage. That's bloody right. So, yeah, I don't know when. Say like the deals change on here every morning, and yeah, you can have like a variety of different specials for that day, but sometimes you might have. I think there's time I had all this pork stacked up here. It was like literally there for days on end because no deal for pork was coming. Like for the pork meat was coming up. But no, I mean to say like stack up and say is it's the two things. So because occasionally, so like I said earlier, if you just stick it in there in the coolers, sometimes they will disappear. Like when you go in there, even though you can physically see them, they won't be up on that screen. Or sometimes the screen's blank and it doesn't show anything. I mean, I did do so, and I had like loads of boxes. I think I had like about 20 boxes stocked up, and I had to move all of them, take them off, put them back on, for them to register on there. So that's why now I just do this. Let's see what it says on there. Oh, the beef sausages go for 85. That's good. That's pretty good. I think the pork sausages go for 60, I think. I mean, there are actually a couple of ideas, so like I would like for them to implement on here, or to maybe think of, say, like a future edition of, say like these here, these rocks here. You can't break them up and use them to build a stone wall. Very good. And obviously, it would be nice to see. What I think it will be happening is to have like different guns. Obviously, I'm not a ranch handler, obviously, only a pretend one. But in my limited knowledge, I'm sure they would have more than a handgun on there. I would probably say. Excuse me. I would say they would have. They would have obviously a handgun. Probably. Excuse me. Probably shotgun or one or two types. Then obviously some form of proper hunting rifle. As I can say, maybe more suitable type vehicles. So like the truck, I can understand. The pickup can understand. The whatever you want, the ATV, I can understand that. This to set, if it was up to me, I would axe from the game. I would axe this one and possibly this one. And that definitely. I would say like you've got the windmill which generates the water from below the ground, and you've got like your granary you fill up. But also what I wouldn't mind, which I think possibly a lot of ranches would have like a fuel storage facility there. I think that would be a good idea. And maybe more things you can do with the meat. I'm going to have, yeah, pork sausages. Well, why not be able to make bacon? Pork chops. You know, so because you can make like 3 different versions. You can just make like a normal cheese. Then you like the cheese white mould, cheese blue mould. Like that idea, that's good. I think they got the dairy. And also you can sell your milk. Just wondering when they have the goats in, are you going to be able to make goat cheese? This. I said, I mean, yeah, it's nice to have the horses in here, but I'm just not too sure about it at the minute. You know, I haven't got a name for my horse because I let I let her name I jokingly said to her, I'm going to need your naming skills. First 2 pigs I did get, she did name them. And I had a little, something happened. Sometimes I had the granary and everything, granary and the water thing done. And somehow they died. So I thought, why not use their sad demise and make some money out of them? So I turned the buggers into sausages and made a bit of money. When I told my partner this, she called me a pig killer. And said, "That was it. That's it. I'm not talking to you anymore. You're a pig killer." Sort of find quite funny, to be honest. But I said, like, yeah, she hasn't named him yet. No, well, to be honest, I don't know if the bloody horse is male or female. Yeah, she will have the privilege of naming them when she's feeling better. She's not too well at the minute. But so when she's well, she does tell me how she's doing. when she's not well, then she doesn't. Because obviously, like I said, we don't live together. She actually lives at the other end of the country. Well, she lives a couple of hundred miles away from me, so we don't get to see each other too often. And for those who are saying, "Oh, long distance relationship," blah blah blah, I do actually know her very well. We were actually married over. Well, we actually got married 26 years ago. We, had a few children. We got married too young, too soon. Had our kids too early. Sadly, we divorced. She got remarried, moved away. Our children grew up, pissed off to university and stuff like that. They're all grown up and got their own lives now, moved out. So that we didn't speak for many years. When I had my heart attack, I wanted her to know because obviously she knew my family. We've known each other since childhood, and basically I didn't want anybody else to tell her about my heart attack or anything. It's like second-hand bollocks. Didn't want anybody else to, but we started talking like a year or so, and I went up to visit her where she was living at the time. She's in a different part of the country than when she was then. But yeah, we basically got back together a few years ago. Admitted we were dumb and, basically too young to get married at the time. Now we're much older, maybe wiser. But she always jokes she may not have matured, but because I don't always act my age, let's just say that. I always say you've got your actual age, you've got your physical age, and you've got your mental age. And never ever should they should never ever be the same. When she says like I have grown up in certain ways, some ways I haven't. I'm still a big frigging kid. Which I would honestly admit that I am. I know it's just a shame she, lives where she does. I mean, it's like, even though we're basically out of lockdown, but obviously I've got to still be careful due to waiting for my heart shit and I can't come in or whatever. When I frigging hate being in hospitals, I try and avoid them like the plague. And if I ask to stay in hospital, then I must be ill. Like say, because it's we're all locked down, we didn't see each other for 14 months, and that is hard. Like the first day, I could jump on a frigging train, go and see her and our little cat. I was basically on that plane like anything. Right, I will go and save this game. Alright. Bedroom. Oh god. Brain fart then. Also, anybody, so if you want to join this, if you would want to play this game or buy this game, available on Steam or certain key sites. Obviously I'm not going to say them out, but I mean, if you did buy the game and you wanted to multiplayer it, basically, if you feel free to add me on Steam, because I think when you play it like that, I think that's how you invite people into the game. I'm not too sure because at the moment, some of my friends on Steam, I want this game, they would like this game, it's on their wish list or whatever, but none of them actually have it. So, oh god, a button to save it. So like, feel free to actually add me on Steam. Find me on there. It's my name I use on here, so just type that in, you should be able to see it. You'll basically, I can't remember my profile pictures on that, like. I don't know if it's the same as I've got in here. I can't honestly remember, to be honest. Yeah, we'll see. Yes, I am. There's like some of my friends called me. Some of my online friends have called me granddad, but technically I could be a granddad. Wouldn't put it past any of my children. Well, let's just say I am the wrong side of 40, virtually on the far end of 40. Wrong end of 40, let's just say that. Yeah, I am old, I'm a big kid at heart. Say if you want to get the game, need friends or help on this game if you get it. So like add me on Steam and invite me into the game whenever I'm on. So feel free to message me on Steam or how you do it on here, I don't know. Or just leave messages in chat. Or however you want to leave message, like some of the games I've listed, which I like to play. If you want to see me play one of them, let me know. Obviously, I do have a few more games on my Steam list, but not all of them are attached. Like I've got obviously mine added because I think my drive's only a terabyte. I've got to get an external drive so I can store everything on there. So I do have other games, but if you'd like to see one of the games I've got listed, I will quite happily play them for you because obviously I'm not going to play this every time I come on. But like this is a new early access game, it's good. I like playing it, so I will play it a lot for a while. And I will go and play another game. If I did say I do like the games I do play do have multiplayer on, and you have the game and you're on Steam, so just add me on Steam. Just basically if you do, you can put a message. I think you can add a message based saying, "Oh, I'm such and such. I follow you on Twitch." Blah blah blah. All that. So at least I know who you are. I know it sounds weird, but if I just get there, think I'm not sometimes who the friggin' hell's this? So when I was an admin server on Daisy Origins thing, I did get quite, and I was like, who the friggin' hell are these people? And then said, oh, it's me from such and such from the server, and I was like, oh, I know you are. I'm just a bit wary about, if I don't know the person. It's just sort of like, a bit online safety, blah, blah, blah. So if you do want to add me on Steam, it's just like, oh, I watch you on Twitch, blah, blah, blah. That's my name on Twitch. I follow, well, you may follow me, you may not follow me, but say I watch you on Twitch, blah, blah. And stuff like I don't mind that. So I like to have a joke, good laugh. It's good to have, play online games with people. Good way to meet people. I've made some wonderful friends over the years playing online games who some I've never ever met in real life. And when they find out how old I am, it's like, bloody hell. So that's when I was getting called granddad. Right, I'm going to end the stream. I may be on a bit later with a different game. So if you want to see me play a game, message me in some form or the other on here or on Steam, just when you are, and I will do the quest. Right, well, that's it. I'm just going to quit the game now, because it's a pain in the backside at times. Just make it say, my computer's not the fastest, but I do want to get a new computer. So the graphic card's not the best, but it runs quite a few games. Right, well, this will be the end of the stream, and It's actually, yeah, it's Friday, so I just got to check what day it is, because this week has been a pain. I got my days mixed up earlier on in the week, so I didn't go somewhere I'd planned to go, because I got my days mixed up. So actually it was Friday. I will be online sometime over the weekend. If I'm watching my football team play, then I probably won't be on. So I don't have a set time, so I could be on it, because I have very weird sleeping patterns. I can be on any time of the day or night. If I can't sleep, I'll probably end up streaming. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.